Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Allen Family Farms. I'm Curtis. So, rant time. I'm just warning you. This is the Ariens mower update. Okay? So, I have gone through and, I've gone and picked up the mower. It's finally fixed. They said the deck was bent and the spindle was bent, and that's why my belt was falling off. So, of course, while it was at the repair shop, I asked them, I had several conversations with them, and I asked them, why, how is it bent? You know, I didn't hit anything. They said, oh yeah, you must have hit something real bad. And I said, well, I didn't. And it never hit anything. So, I don't know. There was no big marks on it, on the mower, nothing like that, showing that it had a huge impact with something. They said, yeah, your whole deck is just bent up and the spindle is bent. The whole spindle itself is bent. And that's why it's misaligning and your belt is falling off. I said, okay, it sounds feasible, but I still didn't hit anything. And it's supposed to be a heavy duty mower anyway, so I don't know. I needed some explanation. So went round and round and round with them. They said there's absolutely no way that anyone's going to warranty this, so you have to pay for it. So after, I'm heavily cutting the story short, of course, spoke to the manager, everyone else, and basically whatever. So arm got twisted, whatever the case is. And I said just, they had to fix it, so they fixed it. So, I'm gonna go off on a little side note. I like doing everything myself because I trust me, and if I don't know how to do it, I'll look it up and figure it out. But either way, I trust me, and I know what work is getting done when I do it. So I hate going to the dealer to any repair shop anywhere unless I truly have to. So I thought with this mower, it was gonna be a warranty item, and it wasn't. So it was there. I was kind of running out of time to pick it up because I'm busy and I was out of town. And so anyway, they fixed it. So I picked it up and I said, hey, I want my parts back, because I told them a long time ago I want my parts back. So they they couldn't find my parts at first. They're like, oh, I don't know where they're at. I was like, no, I want my parts back. You said there was such damage on this. I mean, it should be blaring and obvious that there's all this damage on my mower, because I must just, like, you know, drive it off trucks or something and bend it all up. So I got my parts back, finally. And so I looked at my mower, my deck, and I said, hey, yeah, where's it all bent up? You know, I know it has to be all just torqued to hell and everything, and it has to just be bent up. The guy said, I don't know where it's at. I gotta find him. I gotta find the manager. Why do you need to get a manager to find where the deck is totally torn up if it's that obvious? Because it's not that obvious. Because it wasn't as torn up as they said it was. I mean, that's just my thought. So anyway, manager never came out. Instead, this guy brought it around and said, oh yeah, there's a little, he said, right over here, if you look, right around here, you see it goes a little out of, little off. I said, that's not making my belt come off. Nope, that's not. I said, what about the spindle? He said, oh yeah, I got the spindle. Spindle's right here. Spindle's completely fine, by the way. It's the pulley that's messed up. And I could see that. I could see right in here that the pulley, so you could see that, the pulley's messed up. It's bent. Again, no impacts on it. I don't know, I mean, maybe here isn't, I don't even know if that's an impact or what, but this sits on the mower just like this. The front of the mower is there, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure where this pulley was, but it's protected over here, it's protected here, and here it's protected by the whole front of the machine. So I don't know what climbed up in here when I was mowing and hit this to bend that. I have absolutely no idea. My thought is, maybe I didn't do it. I don't know. So, you know, I did try going to Lowe's to take this back, but I was just a couple days out of my 30 days and they wouldn't honor it. So they're the ones who told me to go to the dealer itself, the Ariens, the company itself. And then they sent me to the other dealer. So anyway, I said, so, you know, I don't see the bend that you're talking about on the mower deck, you know. So I laid it on my trailer and I see this. That's it. That is it. Look, here's a little piece of stick that barely fits through there. That's not making my belt come off. So anyway, I'm a little hot about it. So I called the company, Ariens, and I said, hey, this is wrong. Something is wrong here because I think I was taken. So they get some customer service guy to call me back and I have a chat with him. He says, well, there's nothing we can warranty and that's that. I said, why not? You haven't even heard my story yet. He said, no, I talked to the repair shop and the repair shop said the deck was all curled in under itself and you're mowing an apple orchard and you're running over pipe and all sorts of stuff. Then he said, you had a little piece of irrigation tubing underneath there and that's what did it all. I said, so are you telling me that your product is so crappy that if you run over a small piece of irrigation tubing, it's gonna break it? He said, no, I'm not saying that, but it'll avoid a warranty. I said, well then your equipment is crap. If an irrigation pipe, thin irrigation pipe, plastic, will ruin your machine. He said, it's made to cut grass. I said, well, it was cutting grass. So he said, I talked to the guys at the repair shop. I talked to the manager. They talked to 2 techs in the back and they said that the whole mower was curled, the deck was curled under itself and your pulley, your spindle itself, the spindle was bent and this, that, and the other. And you know, there's just nothing to cover. I said, well, I have pictures and I have video. Can I share it with you? He said, I don't need to see it. So why not? So you're going on the side of your repair people instead of your customer. I said, that doesn't seem right. He said, well, you know, I have to go with their word. I said, well, you need to go with my word as well. So anyway, that story went round and round for a while, a good 15-minute phone call of time I will never get back. And of course, bottom line, he said, well, you know, you had them fix it and that's that. So, okay, my lesson learned. Never, ever, number 1, buy an Ariens mower. Never, ever, 2, take it to the repair shop that I took it to in Orlando. Because, I don't know, I feel I got taken. I really do. Now, I did buy my tractor from them, so I really thought it was going to be a great deal. You know, like, people were good, etc., etc. But I dealt with the owner when I bought my tractor. And so now I don't know if their service is different from their sales department. I'm not sure, but I'm not happy with the service department at all. And, you know, I'm just not happy with them. And even if my deck was bent a little bit, if it's not bending the surface that the spindle sits on, tweaking the angle of the pulley, it shouldn't have any bearing on my belt coming off. So I don't think the deck needed to be replaced. I understand that pulley was bent, and I mean, I don't know, I think I had to have hit something pretty hard in order to bend that or do something that I definitely would know happened. It'd probably have dented up the front of the machine too if I hit it that hard to bend up the pulley. But, and it's not the spindle itself that bent, it's just the pulley. So I don't know. You know, it's a lesson learned, and you know, I guess I'll stick with the tractor and stay away from the zero turns. They don't work for me. And you know, it's going on to greener pastures. It's going to be on a all grass lawn, and you know, it's just a lesson I learned. And you know, I'm It was an expensive lesson, but hey, at least I know. So, you know, I read reviews on it, and there were some originally before I bought it, and there were some mixed reviews on it. And, you know, I've had chats with a few other people who also had problems with it. But, you know, buyer beware. I would have to say stay away from them, at least from my experiences. And so, you know, I hope that helps out somebody. And, you know, good luck on whatever zero turn you get. Good luck if you have one of these. And, you know, I'm just, I'm very unhappy with the service that I received from them and the repair shop. And, you know, to even add insult to injury, you know, the guy I was talking to from customer service, he said that, you know, hey, there's nothing you can do. I mean, there's always something you can do. What happened to the customer is kind of right, especially when I'm trying to offer you pictures and video of the deck from all angles. He didn't want them. He really didn't want them. And he just takes the side of the repair shop, and that's it. And that's really sad. But I felt we could have worked something out in the sense of customer service, customer relations, whatever you want to call it. But nothing was offered. You know, he just said, I deal with this every single day. And, you know, there's people unhappy about how they got their repairs or whatever the case is. And I mean, there's nothing I can do. And I think that's just the wrong answer to have. So anyway, that's my rant. And I hope some of this information helps y'all. If you have any questions, yeah, I'll answer them. And I guess that's it. So I'm going back to work inside now when I cool off, and I'm gonna get back to work because my gosh, there's a lot of work to do here. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.